Hi, welcome to this Pin Publishing Interactive Flipper Site Developer CMS video. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of features and updates of Flipper Site Developer CMS 6, which include the introduction of SEO Maximizer Basic, the Redirect Manager, enhanced tagging capabilities, the ability to share articles across multiple article sections, share resources from parent site to child microsite. We introduced new responsive templates and themes, configuration of custom SMTP settings, simplified support ticket submission, and other backend enhancements. So in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of all of these and a little bit more detail. So let's get started. The SEO Maximizer Basic tool for Flipper Site Developer CMS is an integrated Google Analytics and Google Search Console metrics tool that we introduced in Flipper Site Developer CMS 6. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what that is and what it does. So the first thing is when you log in to your Flipper Site Developer CMS website, you will now see something similar to this. If you don't see these live charts, it's because you don't have your Google Analytics account connected to your Flipper Site Developer CMS website. There's a button there and you'll be able to click on it, and we have instructions on how to accomplish that. Obviously, I'm already logged into ours here, but what it does is it pulls in data from Google Analytics. So no longer do you have to go to Google Analytics and then come back here and try to, see what's going on with your traffic. You can just log into your website and see these metrics that you see on the screen. So we provide active users on the website, users that visited the website in the last 30 days, sessions in the last 30 days, average pages per session in the last 30 days. Plus, we provide this percentage of comparison to the previous 30-day period. So, and the other thing is that we will be able to see snapshots of this data for past week, past month, and past year. You can also expand this, and you can drag and drop if you want to see a particular time and place. You can zoom in, zoom out. Again, pretty neat stuff. No longer do you have to go, to Google Analytics to see some of this data. You can just simply log into your website, and it'll be there for you. Now, this is SEO Maximizer Basic. We also have different plans or upgrades. So we have SEO Maximizer Standard, and then we have SEO Maximizer Pro and SEO Maximizer Pro Plus. Now, in this video, I'm going to give you a quick, overview of the SEO Maximizer Standard and how it's different, or it just has more capabilities than the basic one. And this is, I'm at one of my pages here. And if you go to your page and you don't see an SEO Analyzer link or button, that means that you are just simply on the SEO Maximizer Basic package, which is fine if that's what you need. But if you have it, you are on the SEO Maximizer Standard package or plan. And if you don't have it and you want it, just contact us and we'll be happy to help you. But what the SEO Maximizer Standard plan provides is this. So once I hit this, it's going to analyze the content that's on this page, and it's going to give me recommendations. So right now I have all green thumbs, and that means that this page is well optimized based on the recommendations or guidelines by Google. So, and this is how it's going to look when it shows on the Google Index listings. But say I want to optimize this page further for a keyword. So for my case, I'm going to type in design, and I'm going to hit analyze. Now what it does is it takes this keyword, and again it analyzes the content that's on this page, and then it provides recommendations. So which is pretty cool, because I can easily go and say, okay, I need to add a key phrase like my H1 in my copy and so forth. And if you want to change the URL for the page to even optimize it further, that's what it's recommending, you can. But that's the SEO Maximizer Standard. Again, it's an upgraded version of SEO Maximizer Basic. Now, we also have SEO Maximizer Pro, which does a little bit more. So again, in Standard, you're only going to get these settings here. It's going to analyze a keyword, and it's going to give you some recommendations on the content you already have, and if you want to analyze a certain keyword, that as well. The Pro version pulls, it gives you that information, the same thing here, right? Again, this page is really not optimized, but you can see what it does. There's all the red, so I would go in here and fix all this stuff. But the Pro version adds this whole other layer of information to for you to use and utilize to help you optimize your page and your website even further. So this information is actual queries that Google is getting to find this page. So and as you can see, this is important information, because then you can go, okay, I didn't know people were looking for that or that, and you can optimize this page to try to catch certain keywords and terms that you might have not thought of that people would try to find your services or products. It also provides, again, snapshots up here of search queries that Google is seeing, and how many impressions you're seeing, the clicks, the position, the click-through rate, and so forth. And again, this is really valuable information if you are trying to optimize a page to help you with SEO rankings. And again, this is the SEO Maximizer Pro. And then we have even another plan that's the Pro Plus plan. And that one, it's all these things are included, but you get additional, basically additional dashboards that give you just an overview of some of the data that we're seeing, or Google Analytics is seeing for your website. And again, we simplified those charts so that way you don't have to be a Google Analytics expert to understand the data. We're basically just trying to get the most important charts out, and that way you can review those and plan accordingly. But again, this is the SEO Maximizer Basic right here, SEO Maximizer Standard, SEO Maximizer Pro, and the Pro Plus just has additional charts or dashboards that are just snapshots of data coming from Google Analytics, so that you don't have to really know where to click and where to go when you go to Google Analytics to find the pertinent information. But again, SEO Maximizer Basic is coming to all Flipper Site Developer CMS websites, or is included in all Flipper Site Developer CMS websites. Pretty cool stuff. And let's move on to the next feature. The Redirect Manager in Flipper Site Developer CMS is a 404 crawl error analyzer and 301 URL redirect tool with Google Search Console integration. I'm going to show you what that means and how it works. So if you are logged into your Flipper Site Developer CMS website, and you can go to Webmaster Tools and then Redirect Manager. Now, Redirect Manager is a standard feature with Flipper Site Developer CMS as a whole. So if your website runs on it, you do have this feature. And what it does is it integrates with Google Search Console. So these results on the bottom are coming from Google Search Console. Obviously, in my environment right now, it's a demo, so these URLs don't exist. But in yours, you will be able to see what pages or what URLs are people are finding and are going to a 404 error. And not only that, you will also get the ability to see what websites or web pages are linking to these pages that are sending to people to 404 error pages, which is a neat feature and it's very handy. And the reason you want to fix these is because Google rewards you for sending your traffic to content that exists, one, and two, you don't want to lose that traffic. So I'm going to give you an example here. So say at some point you had a page that was / about us, but either you moved your website or y'all decided to change the URL to about. So currently these two websites link to about us, and anyone visiting these two websites that clicks on those links to go to about us on your website are getting an error. And that could be an error page or simply being redirected to the home page. With the Redirect Manager in Flipper Site Developer CMS, you have the ability to not only see what crawl errors or 404 pages you have the ability to see where they're coming from, and you have the ability to correct this with 301 redirects, which are permanent redirects to these links. So again, in your interface, you will see actual pages that you have and the pages that they are being linked from. So again, I'm going to take my About Us example. I'm just simply going to click. It's going to fill my source path. So this is saying when someone visits / About Us on my website, so in my situation, it would be pinnpublishing.ppi local / about us. I don't want them to go there. I want them to go to about, because that is the new URL or the appropriate content where I want them to go. So then I hit add, and as you can see it has added it there. So when someone hits about us, the target path now is about. Again, very important and very cool that you can do all this within your content management system, because you get the ability to, again, see what errors what pages are causing errors, where they're linking from, and you have the ability to correct them with 301 redirects. So that's the redirect manager tool within Flipper Site Developer CMS. Again, another great feature to make it easier for web administrators to, simplify the process of doing what they do and keeping and maintaining their websites. Enhanced tagging. Enhanced tagging allows for the use of icons and keywords to tag articles, documents, and images. Then you can showcase related content throughout your website. So I want to show you how that works. So within Flipper, on the left side, you'll see a tag manager that includes category tags and descriptor tags. These can be anything you want them to be. It just helps organize your content. As right now, I'm in descriptor tags, but you can create one really easy. For me, I'm going to just create blog post. The cool thing about the tag image is that you can use a Font Awesome, a very popular online icon library, or you can create your own graphic as long as it's 16 by 16, and you can upload it and you can utilize that as the icon. I already have a Font Awesome icon that I want to use, so I've just copied the Font Awesome snippet there, and then I'm going to add an alt tag to my descriptor tag and then hit add. And as you can see, it's there, and that's the image or icon that will be used when anything I tag with blog post. So you can use these tags again for images. So in my case, I want to tag a certain image here. I'm going to hit edit, and I'm going to tag it with the same descriptor tag I just created. Then I'm going to hit save. And once I do that, you now can see that my descriptor tag of blog post has been applied to this image. So again, it helps organize items and showcase them a little better, because they're now, when someone searches for or clicks on the blog post descriptor tag, not only are articles going to be shown, but also images or documents that are tagged with the same stuff. So it keeps everything that's related together. Again, you can do this with documents as well. Same process applies there, but the coolest thing is when you see it on the actual article itself. So this is an article that we created a while back, and it's tagged currently with articles and blogs, and it has descriptor tags of tips, page speed, and SEO. As you can see, the icons are there. Now, if I want to tag this with the new tag I just created, it's very easy. I just hit edit this article. I'll scroll all the way down here. And there's my blog post tag, descriptor tag I just created. Just move it over. And actually, I can even show you, you can also drag and drop. And then I just simply hit apply changes. Once I do that, as you can see, it's applied that tag, and that's that icon that I added for that particular tag there of blog post. Now, the other thing with enhanced tagging is that it provides the ability to show related items. So these items are showing, these articles are showing because they are tagged with similar tags. And the way this is developed is the more tags that these articles have in common, the higher they will quote unquote rank per se, because that means that they're more related. So in this case, these two articles are tagged with articles and blogs, security and news. But because they have a related tag, they are showing as a related item. Now I can allow and tell this article to show only certain amount of related articles or none at all. So for this article, I only have it set to show 3 related content types or content articles. But again, if I take this off and I save this, once I go back to the page, you will see that there's no more related articles there. But again, the cool thing is that the related tags, related articles, keep everything together and allow for your visitors to, once they discover an article that you wrote, to stay on your website and read other related items that are pertinent to the subject matter that they're reading. So that's, again, that's another feature of Flipper Site Developer 6. The other cool thing is that these icons not only display on the actual article page, but also on search. And as you can see here, this is a different tag. This is an SEO tag, but these icons will show right there. So again, a cool feature for Flipper Site Developer 6, enhanced tagging. And you saw how easy it is. You can tag, again, you can tag images, documents, and articles. So let's move on to the next feature. The Share Articles Across Multiple Articles section feature in Flipper Site Developer CMS allows for the ability to share articles posted on one article section to other article sections, so there's no need to recreate post. Now, unlike other CMSs, Flipper Site Developer CMS allows for multiple article sections or blogs under the same website. So let's say that you have an SEO team that they write only for only content about SEO, and you want them to be the only ones to be able to publish to that section. You can create a blog for them that's specific to them. And let's say you have a digital marketing team that they write content about digital marketing. And again, they are the only ones that are able to post to that blog or that section, article section. In Flipper, you can do this really easy. Just create a new section that's an article section. Once you do that, if you have content from, let's say, the SEO blog that the digital marketing audience would benefit from reading, but you don't want to copy and paste or go through all that process of figuring out how to share it on the digital marketing blog organically, with Flipper Site Developer CMS, you have the ability to share articles from different article sections. So, and I'm going to show you that real quick. I have 3 blogs here: our regular blog, SEO blog, and digital marketing blog. All of these are article sections within Flipper. And let's say I want to add some SEO blogs from our generic or our parent blog here. All the blog articles are listed here, and I'm just going to select some SEO ones. I can drag and drop. I'm going to go find some more here real quick. Say this one, and I'm hitting control click to select multiples, and then I can just drag and drop. The other cool ability that this article manager allows is, if say you want this one to be the top one, you just drag it to the top, and that's the way it's going to display. Once you do that and you're happy with the articles you're assigning to the SEO blog article section, simply hit Save Changes. Now, when someone goes to the SEO blog article section, they will be able to see these articles. And again, we're sharing them from this blog to this blog. Now, let's say I want to add a new blog to a new article to the SEO blog. I simply hit Add Article. I'm going to title this SEO blog post. And then I want to display the date, summary, and then I'm going to tag this articles and sections, blog post, and I am going to hit Add Article. And as you can see it's there. So this article section has articles that are being shared from a different article section or different blog within the same website. Plus, I can add my own. And let's say that the digital marketing team really liked this SEO blog post because it's relevant to their audience and they want to share it on their article section or blog. It's very easy to do. Just hit Manage Articles. You can search by title. And I have 2 there, so I am going to select one of them. And just hit Save Changes. And again, when people go to this article section within the website, they can see this blog, the SEO blog post, which again was written by the SEO team, and it's displayed now on both article sections or both blogs. So that's a cool new feature with Flipper Site Developer CMS, the ability to share articles across article sections. The Flipper Site Developer CMS Share Resources Across Micro and Child Websites features allows for the ability to share documents, images, and graphics across multiple microsites. So an example that this might be used for is, let's say you're a burger franchise owner and you have burgerfranchise.com, but you have different locations across the country. So let's say you own burgerfranchisewichita.com, burgerfranchisesalina.com, and each franchisee has their own website, but you want to provide them with the latest and greatest in terms of documents and graphics and images so that they can use on their website. With the the feature to share documents and graphics to microsites or child sites, you can do this really easy. And I'm going to give you an example. So I'm already logged in, and this is two different websites. This is the parent side, which this would be, in my example, would be the burger franchise parent. So flipper.pinpubwebs.com, and then a child side in micro.pinpubwebs.com. So let's say I want to add a document with the latest nutrition information, and I want to share that with all my franchisee locations so that they can utilize them on their website. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a new document, and I already have a document made. I'm just going to drag it on the screen, and I'm going to save it. And you can see it here. Now, this is the parent website, so the main franchise, burgerfranchise.com in my example, and this is a child site. And right now, the source of my document library is a local, so each franchisee can still add their own documents, but if they are part of or they tied to the parent site, when they switch the source to global, they're able to see any document or image that the parent site shares. So as you can see now, they will be able to take this document and add it to the website and utilize it that way. And this works again for documents and images, both. So if I go to the image library and I hit global and I hit search, again, this is just an example, but they are able to see the image library from the parent site. So again, in my example, you can see that how beneficial that would be if you're a franchise owner, and actually it's even beneficial for the location owners as well, because now you know that the parent company will be able to provide you some resources that you can utilize on your websites, and it gives you more brand control, quality control from the standpoint of the graphics and the content that is being used on the franchise websites. Other ways this can be utilized, or examples that you can use the parent to micro site / child website is, say you have a new product that you're ready to launch, and you have your website's already on Flipper Site Developer CMS, but you want to buy new awesomeproductwebsite.com to showcase the product by itself, and you know that you're going to utilize the same documents, same pictures, the same graphics in your e-commerce area of your current website, but you want to do a big campaign when it comes out and you want this specific domain. We can set up a micro site or a child site where you will be able to load all your documents and everything to the parent site and easily use the same stuff in your launch or microsite for that product. Another way that this can be utilized is if you are going to run a digital marketing online campaign. You can use this for landing pages. So again, you can have your parent site share documents, graphics, and images, and you can create a lead optimized landing page with a different URL. But again, it's very beneficial, very easy to do, as you could see. But this is a new feature in Flipper Site Developer CMS 6. We've also introduced responsive templates and themes. We've introduced 4 new responsive and modern website templates and themes to get you going, and I'm going to show you those right now. So within Flipper, if you go to a page or a section and click Appearance, you will now be able to see these templates that are double column left, double column right, single column and triple column. Those are new templates that we've created. If you select one of these, you will have to select one of these default style sheets if you want it to look like what I'm about to show. We have this default responsive blue, green, gray, and red. And I'll show you that page real quick. So right now it's set at double column left and blue. So this is what that would look like. Again, they're already responsive, and you can, if you know CSS, you can go through these and manipulate the CSS to make them look how you want. But again, that's double column left, double column right. And I'm just going to go ahead and change the color on this as well. And I'm going to hit save. And let's just change it to green with a right column. And I'm going to reload this. And there it is right there. Again, these are all already mobile responsive, but we're giving you these templates and themes to get you going and get you started if you are trying to make some changes to your site style wise. And again, that's select the gray. This is a single column layout with gray colors, and I'll go ahead and do the red, and I'll do triple column. Again, it doesn't matter which what left column, right column, single column, triple column that you select. You can pick and choose and mix the colors as well, however you deem necessary. Once I hit that, I'm going to reload again, and now I have a 3-column layout here in red. But again, you can find that under appearance, on the appearance section of a page that you want to get these styles and templates to be applied to. So again, pretty cool. It's already all mobile responsive, and it gives you the ability to build from there. If you want to, if you know CSS, you can take these themes and templates, look at the code, and make adjustments as you need and deem necessary. So again, that's on Flipper Site Developer CMS 6. Flipper Site Developer CMS also allows for custom SMTP configuration for form emails. So now you have the ability to send emails from your own mail servers. And I'm going to give you a quick overview of how that works. So under global, in Flipper, I'm logged into my Flipper site in global. Then you will scroll, if you scroll down, you'll have this SMTP info area. If you don't know your SMTP server port and information, get with your IT person, and they should have that information for you. I've already pre-filled mine out just to quickly show you how this works. You punch that in, and then I'm going to punch in my password here. And then I'm going to send a test email to myself, and this is going to run a test, and it says no errors detected, and I should get an email here shortly. So why do this? So if you have forms on your website, if you configure the SMTP server information, when your website or your forms get submitted and you have auto replies in place, those auto reply emails will come from your from your outgoing mail servers, which in turn helps cut down your emails landing in a spam filter or a spam folder. So this is very helpful, not just for regular forms, but if you have the event registration module activated on your Flipper CMS, Flipper Site Developer CMS website, when you send reminders for the event, those are going to come from, again, your mail servers, e-commerce, your orders, that are placed online, and you send receipts or order detail. Those again will come from your own mail servers, and again, it just helps cut down on your emails coming from the website landing in spam filters. Currently, they just go out through the web server. So again, pretty cool feature. Once you configure, you only got to do this once, and then anytime after that, once your forms send auto reply emails, they will come from your own mail servers. So that's how the SMTP configuration works in Flipper Site Developer CMS. In Flipper Site Developer CMS, we have an advanced version that allows for development, staging, and production environments. So this gives you the ability to develop your content, your site. If you're going to make major changes, send it and publish it to a staging site to get approvals. And then once those things are approved, you can push them on and publish them to the production environment. So here are a couple of the features that come with that. So you can, as you can see the interface there, you can view sections that have been added or updated since the last sync. You can sync individual sections from the development to the staging site. And again, typically you want to do this so if you need approvals from a different department as you're developing new content, etc. Once those things are approved, then you can sync the staging changes to the production environment, which the production would be what is consumed by the public out there in the world. So this advanced version of Flipper Site Developer CMS also includes the ability to show history of which users have synced what sections, as you can see here on this interface at the bottom. So you can see what happened, when, etc., and who did it. So again, this is an advanced version of Flipper Site Developer CMS. It's available. If you're interested, just contact us and we'll be happy to help you with that. In Flipper Site Developer CMS 6, we've also simplified the support ticket submission and did other backend enhancements. So if you're logged in to Flipper, you'll be able to see this support button up here, which you can just click. It's going to take you to our knowledge base. And in the knowledge base, you can open a ticket. But the other thing I want to point out since we're here is that we do have these how-to tutorials now for Flipper Site Developer CMS. We're going to continue to add to this, but as you can see, there's some already there. But if you want to open a ticket and get support, get help with any question you may have, you can just open a ticket, get support, submit the form, and someone will get back to you with the answer or how we can support your issue. But again, it's pretty cool that that's already built into this to your admin menu bar here. Plus, the other thing we did in Flipper Site Developer 6 is we did other backend enhancements. One of the things we added was now when you create a form and you add a email field, sometimes when those emails hit your email client, when you hit reply, it will now reply to the person that submitted the form. So that's built in now. We also did some enhancements to the SVG support that we had in Flipper Site Developer CMS and other minor bug fixes. So hope this video has been beneficial. Hope you learned something. If you have any more questions about products and services, feel free to visit pinpublishing.com. If you're on Facebook and Twitter, a like and a follow would be greatly appreciated. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate that too. Thank you, and until next time.